Multimedia, Sal here. Today we're going to be talking about missing or extra information. Okay, so let's read the objective today. So our objective is going to be I can determine whether a problem has extra or missing information. Okay, so that's a pretty simple objective. And of course I know that if you think about it, extra is too much. Okay, and missing is too little. So I'm just going to represent. This one is too much. This one is too little. Okay, that way it can help you understand. Okay, and since there wasn't really much to understand with our objective today, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be talking about is missing information. Okay, and to do that, we're going to have an example. Okay, so we have missing information. Sally went to the market to buy some vegetables. She brought 3 times as more asparagus than broccoli. How many vegetables did Sally buy in all? Okay, can we figure this out? Let's check. What's the question here? How many vegetables did Sally buy in all? So we have to figure out in all. We're going for a total. Okay? So, and now here we have to figure out 3 times more asparagus than broccoli. Okay, so we have asparagus. Asparagus equals 3 times broccoli, and broccoli equals unknown. Okay, so if everything in the equation is a variable, which means we don't know it, we can't solve it. Why? Missing information. Okay, because in order to figure out what 3 times more asparagus than broccoli is, we need to know what broccoli is. Okay? Or if we know what, so let's do this. Let's say that we have 5 broccoli. Okay, so let's say we added a sentence in there, okay, that says we have 5 broccoli. Okay, let's go dot there. Okay, so we have 5 broccoli. Now we can actually solve. Okay, because we have 3 times more, we know that broccoli equals 5. 5 times 3 equals 15. Okay, and then we do 15 plus 5 because, like I said, it's in all. We have to have a total. 15 plus 5 is 20. Our answer would be in all. It would be 20 in all, right? But since we don't know how many broccoli, we can't solve. If we knew the asparagus, we could also solve, but we don't, right? Every factor in the equation is a variable, so we just can't solve. And that's how missing information works. So you're going to do one more to make sure you understand. Okay, so we have Nate was pitching at his baseball game. He threw twice the amount of strikes than Dan. Okay, and then how many strikes did Dan throw? Okay, and so we have to figure out how many strikes did Dan throw. Okay, don't worry, I do a squiggly line there on purpose. Okay, so we have twice the amount of strikes as Dan. Okay, so we're going to have N for Nate and D for Dan. N equals 2 times Dan. And Dan equals, well, we don't know, right? N would be N divided by, D would be N divided by 2. Okay, why? Because if we have to get 2 times D, we have to multiply by 2. The inverse operation is division, so you have to divide by 2. But again, since we don't know either of these variables, we just can't solve. Right? It's like having, okay, we have a swimming competition today, okay, and we have no players competing. Okay, you can't win if you're not actually have enough players to compete. It's like that, but just with information. Okay, so that's how missing information works. And again, we're going to also try and solve if we put in a number for a variable. So let's have N this time. We're going to put in N as 6. Okay? And I know you're going to say, okay, that's like a very few amount of strikes, but let's just go with it. Okay, we have 6 strikes. So N, and he threw twice the amount of strikes as Dan. So Dan times 2 equals 6. Okay? So to get to D, we have to use the inverse operation. Okay, so we just have to go the inverse operation to go here, here, and here. Okay, just follow my mouse there to understand what I was saying. So we do 6 divided by 2, and we all know that equals 3. Okay, and then that means that Dan threw 3 strikes. Okay, so that's how you have missing information. Okay, now we're going to talk about extra information. Okay, so we have Jane ate 3 oranges on Friday, 5 on Saturday, and none on Sunday. How many more oranges did Jane eat on Saturday than Friday? Okay, so now we're going to solve. Okay, we have Saturday and Friday, so this one is Friday. We're going to draw a 1 there. And this one is Saturday. And draw a 2 there. Okay, so we have 5 and 3. How many more oranges did Jane eat on Saturday than Friday? Okay, so we know we have to do subtraction because it says how many more. Okay, so we have 5 and 3, so we're going to subtract. 5 minus 3 equals 2. So 2 is our answer. Okay, Jane ate 2 more oranges. 2 more oranges. Okay, but now I know, okay, how is this related to our lesson today? I mean, this is just a regular word problem. Okay, why? Because if you were paying attention, you notice we did not use this whatsoever, this little section of text here, at all when solving our problem. Why? Because it's extra information. Okay, that's what the lesson is about. We have extra information. Okay, if the question is about Saturday and Friday, why do we need to know about Sunday? Right? Why do we need to know? I mean, if you think about it, let's say this number was different. Let's say this was 100 oranges. Okay, would that change the answer? No, because Saturday is still 5, no matter if it's 100, whether Sunday is 100 or not, right? So Saturday is 5, and Friday is 3. Okay, so that's how extra information works. And again, we're going to do one more problem to make sure you completely understand how this works. Okay, so this one is going to be Mike watched 4 movies this week. Jake watched half, and Sophie watched 2 more. Okay? So now we have Mike watched 4 movies. Okay? So we have M equals 4. Jake watched 1/2 of Mike. Okay? And Sophie watched 2 more than Mike. And then how many movies did Sophie watch? Now we have 2 more than Mike. Mike is 4, so we have 2 more than 4. So that means we have to do 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. So it looks like Sophie, I'm just going to draw S. Sophie watched 6 movies. Okay? And now again, I want you to pause the video and see if you can notice what piece of information in this problem did we not use. Okay, and I want you to post it in the comments below whether you get it right. Okay, so pause the video and give it a go. Okay, so I'm assuming that you've paused the video, and now I'm going to make sure you check. I'm just going to box it here. Gonna draw in brackets. There you go. Jake watched half. What is that of relevance? We're talking about Sophie and Mike, and now Jake is just thrown in there. I mean, it's not like we're just throwing it in for extra credit. That's not how this works. This is a problem, and we're putting in too much information or extra information. Okay, so now we're going to do just a quick summary here. Extra information means having too much that you don't need to solve the problem, and it makes it a little more complicated to solve because maybe you start doubting yourself, like, hey, what about this part? Right? Maybe Jake was important. He's not. Okay, that's why this lesson is so important. You have to know whether it's missing or extra information. Because if it is extra, you don't have to waste your time trying to doubt yourself. Okay, so that's what extra information is. Missing information means you can't solve the problem. Why is it important to know this? Well, that's just because you don't want to spend like hours trying to solve a problem that can't be solved. Okay, so that's missing information, and we got extra information. So it looks like our lesson is done. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And keep an eye out for the next videos to come.